Today on the channel, Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition Amazon exclusive, Jeff Hardy. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today we've got the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive, Jeff Hardy. Hit it up on Amazon, pick this one up, because when it's gone, it's gone. A lot of craziness around this figure as we all pre-ordered it, or most of us pre-ordered it. Then it said it was coming next year in 2022. Then all of a sudden, just overnight, that date changed. That's exactly how I thought it would go. That seems to be most Amazon items. You pre-order them, and then all of a sudden you get that email arriving sooner than expected. And this hit on a Saturday morning, said arriving sooner than expected, and came Saturday evening at like 7 o'clock to me. So that was about the quickest turnaround I've ever seen. And we know this first Fan Takeover set has Jeff Hardy here, and of course Hulk Hogan. And you guys know the next one coming up very soon is Ultimate Warrior. I'm all in on that one. All in on that one. Cannot wait for another Ultimate Warrior figure. But today, we're talking about Jeff Hardy, one of the most popular superstars of the last 25 years. That's probably fair enough to say. You know, a mixed bag with Jeff Hardy over the years. A lot of starts and stops and goes. Time in TNA, time in the Indies, obviously WWF, WWE, back and forth a few times. He's had quite the career. And yeah, he's very influential to many a superstars coming up through the ranks today. But for me, what we're going to do on this video, we're going to do it like all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll do a little comparison at the very end, of course. And we'll see where it goes from there. So let's look at the packaging first. A little bit different packaging than our traditional Ultimates, as you guys can see. A little bit different red-white color scheme going on, but you got the big Ultimate Edition right there. You can't miss that front and center. That's what it's all about, the Ultimate Edition. You got Jeff in there, an extra set of hands. He's got his wife beater t-shirt on. He's got two heads, or one extra head, and a head on the figure, of course. And then you get the world title belt to represent his world title run, of course. And then you got Jeff Hardy at the very top. A little glamour shot with a little quasi face paint going on. Jeff Hardy, Ultimate Edition. Got his name and all that fun stuff there. You got the Fan Takeover, little spot varnish logo going on there. And right here, of course, Ultimate Edition on the top. And you got warnings down here. And then you got the back of the package. There it is. You got the figure glamour shot. And then you got a regular glamour shot. So I like the 2-for-1-ness. You got Jeff Hardy. You got the tail of the tape. You got the blurb. You guys know I'm a sucker for a blurb. Let's read it. Let's see what's going on here. Jeff Hardy. 6'1" from Cameron, North Carolina. Rainy today, I believe, as I film this. Finisher, Swanton Bomb. Career highlight, WWE Champion. Let's see what it says. Then it's got the Fan Takeover logo again here. Often imitated, but impossible to duplicate. Jeff Hardy has always been a superstar. A few words. But the Daredevil's actions speak loudly. The high-flying risk-taker with contagious creativity and innovative offense wears his passion on his ripped fishnet sleeves. And he is often imitated. There's nothing worse than going to an indie show and seeing somebody doing a bad Jeff Hardy gimmick. It was the norm a lot in the 2000s. You'd see guys coming out with Jeff Hardy kind of wear going on. They'd have the handkerchief in the pocket. It's like, come on, dude. I've been to hundreds, and I'm not even joking, hundreds of indie wrestling shows over the years. And it was always the bane of my existence, these Jeff Hardy wannabes. They should all be coming out dressed like the Ultimate Warrior with tassels and the face paint. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. You want to set an indie show on fire, you do a bad Ultimate Warrior knockoff. That's the way to do it. Maybe not, but let's unbox Jeff Hardy here. Jeff Hardy, face-painted wrestler, but it's funny, I don't akin Jeff Hardy to face paint. When I think of Jeff Hardy, I don't think face paint like I do traditional face-painted wrestlers, because I think that's how, because he goes back and forth, and because he started off without face paint, maybe that's why I don't view him as a traditional face-painted wrestler. I don't know. It's a weird thing. What do you guys think? When you think Jeff Hardy, do you think face paint or no face paint? That's a good question out there. I just think most people don't think of him in face paint. Maybe it's where you came on board on the Jeff Hardy train of when you first saw him. And of course, I remember him without face paint for many a years. But hey, face paint sells. People love face paint. I don't fault him for going to the face paint. I've said it before on the channel. I would wear face paint to work every single day if it was socially acceptable. I would. I'd dress up like the Warrior. I'd do it. I'd do it. Don't threaten me. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's open up this shoe box. And that's what they unbox, just like a shoe box. And it says there's always little Easter eggs on the end here. The charismatic enigma on that side, and then no more words. He's got no more words, like a young Extreme, like a young Nuno Betancourt. No more words. I could sing the whole song for you, but I'll spare you guys. The background, instead of being all red, though, we got a little bit of that fan takeover kind of splash going on. There it is, Ultimate Edition. Ultimate articulation for authentic posability. Well, see you later. There it goes. Plastic prison time. Oh, he's locked in at the knees. They don't want Jeff swantoning out of the package, so he's locked in. But there he is. We got Jeff, got the extra head, you got the title belt, and then, of course, you got the extra hands. Always got to have those hands. Let's cut him open. Let's not cut our fingers off, and let's get him out of the package. See what's doing here with young Master Hardy. I wonder how many more years Jeff Hardy has in him. Anybody know? I don't know. He's had a long career. I got to think his body hurts pretty bad after all the years of abuse. We'll see. We'll see how many more years we got. See you later as it flexes through the sky. All right. Let's get down to business. Let's get this. See you later. There it goes. Title belt here. We've seen title belts in the past. I'm trying to hone in on my eyes. Yeah, he's got the WWE Championship. So there it is. Very nice title belt as usual. I'm glad they give us the fancier belts, as sometimes we get some of those basic type belts lately. But this one's good. Title belt, you can put it with Jeff Hardy. You can put it with a lot of different people. You can put it with CM Punk if you wanted to. Choose your own adventure, as they say, or as I say. He does come with a wife beater here. Very plain Jane, but this is very akin to the Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course, that it slips over. Man, this looks extremely small, but it is stretchy here. A lot like those rock track pants we've got in the past, but it is just a wife beater top going on, and it does slide over the figure, which I find to be a little interesting there. Very interesting. So we'll see. We'll get that over him. Now, Jeff does come with a necklace on. He's got that Hardy Boys necklace. And then he's got the good colors. And that's one thing you like about Jeff Hardy, his fluorescent colors he's got going on. He's kind of got his arm sleeves over his forearms. The white, black, and green. Very Ghostbusters-inspired paint, kind of. Of course, we got all the articulations we're accustomed to with the Ultimate Editions. You got the double-jointed elbows. You got the wrists and hand movement. And the hands are removable, as you guys know. You got the bicep... bicep there. Then you got the butterfly joints, which sometimes look strange on figures without shirts. We've talked about that in the past. Head moves. Head is removable, of course. You got the diaphragm. Then you got the waist. You got the legs that go up and down. You got the double jointed knees. You got the ankle rocker. And then you got that beautiful toe articulation. A little bit sloppy paint on the toes, especially when bent. You can kind of see where the break on the paint is. Black and white is traditionally a very hard paint to make work together with the lines. Feels like my toes could have used an extra coat of white, as it looks a little thin. You can kind of see the black through it. He does have his trusty handkerchief. I always think of this, reminds me, whenever I see this in the ring when he's wearing it, it always reminds me of like prison movies where convicts will tie a bunch of bed sheets together and throw it out the window to like escape prison. So that's what I always think Jeff Hardy's up to. I think he's trying to escape prison, or he's just ready for that day he needs to escape prison. But that's what these handkerchiefs remind me. I don't know if he's ever said the reason he has those on him. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I always think of Prison Break when I think of it. So there you go. He's got an interesting face-painted head on this one, too. It's like the face paint is kind of smeared on the forehead, but I think that's the look he was going for. Just looks very different. We'll put it at that. The two-tone hair color, or three-tone, actually. You got some brown, and then you got some yellow, you got some blue, you got some purplish pink in there, and then you got all the details shaved in the side of the head. He's got a lot going on this head sculpt, and he's got those crazy sideburns going on. Just next level sideburns. I don't know how the upkeep on that works, but he makes it work somehow. But a lot going on here with this Jeff Hardy. I'm not going to say this is my favorite Ultimate Edition ever, that's for sure, but I can see people wanting Jeff Hardy for sure, Ultimate Editions. Jeff Hardy, one of the most popular figures, wrestlers, going today, and for the last, like I said, 25 years or so. So it makes sense to me they would have this. I'm going to pop this head off. Oh, and there's the necklace came with the head. You gotta be careful. You don't want to lose any accessories. Nothing worse than losing accessories. I think I like this head sculpt a lot better, though. I gotta be honest. Normally, I like kind of a middle-of-the-road head sculpt, but with this Jeff Hardy, I want him looking like an absolute maniac. And that's how he looks here. He just crazy screaming, channeling his inner Ultimate Warrior. I'm here for it. I like it. The neck looks a little high. He's got a little of that giraffe neck going on with this one, with this hairdo. So that is, I don't know, a little interesting there. He does have all of his tattoo work that we're used to with Jeff Hardy. He's got the crazy I know it was a dragon tattoo, I believe. But the butterfly shoulders, this is what I'm talking about when they don't have shirts on and they don't have anything painted. It looks funny on the back, but most people don't display their figures backwards, so it is hidden with a little of that trusted smoke and mirrors out there. But it does look a little strange to me. That's where I come from. And then you got that tattoo on the back there, so they do get his tattoo work pretty good going on here. Hand-wise, we get the two gun-pointing fingers. To me, these gun-pointing fingers go with this head. That's how I'm going to display them. But I think this is how I'll probably display him. And then the shirt, of course, it's interesting. I don't know. Some people do like that these are like regular type. Did somebody say these arms come off? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I read that from Mattel. Now, you can pop the arms off on this very easily. They just pop off. So that is nice, especially when you're getting this wife beater on him. You just slide it over him this way. But these are very difficult to get on. Some people like them that they're like a real doll clothing. I'm not a fan, really, actually. I like the Velcro. It doesn't bother me enough. It's easier to get on. Maybe it's just me. You guys tell me what you think about that. But like that Stone Cold one, just didn't... I don't want to say it didn't work for me. It just didn't make me crazy. It didn't make me go wild with excitement like some people. But I don't know. But they are easy to get on, especially if you can pull the arms off. That makes it a heck of a lot easier to get this wife beater on him. That is for sure. And I'm definitely going to pose him with this wife beater. Probably with the maniacal head and the two fingers going crazy there. But there's the wife beater on there. Fits like a glove. Fits better, I guess you got to say it, because of the stretchy type material. It does fit very tight on him, which I like. Ringside Collectible Stand, of course, fits on him. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Jeff, I will say, though, is a little bit bulky, it seems. But Ultimate Editions are usually, historically, I think everyone we've seen have been a little bit more bulky. So a little bulkier than an Elite, but not bad. You could display them together. I grabbed the first Jeff Hardy that caught my eye, and this is probably the best Jeff Hardy we've had in a while. I actually bought 3 of this Jeff Hardys because he came with 3 heads in that Elite. So it really looks good here. So I'll put those together. But yeah, this Jeff Hardy is a lot bigger than this Elite here. Just wide, thicker wide, and everything else. So take that for what it is. If that bothers you, you might not like this one. But you can still, smoke and mirrors, put these guys together somewhere in your collection if you really wanted to. So there's Jeff Hardy, Ultimate Edition, Fan Takeover, Amazon exclusive Jeff Hardy, I should say. Any thoughts on this one from you guys out there? I know there's a lot of Jeff Hardy fans out there. Man, I get it. I get it. I'm sure if I was just a little bit younger when Jeff Hardy came out, he'd probably be on my Mount Rushmore. He's probably a guy I would be all in on. But I don't hate Jeff Hardy. I don't hate the Hardy Boys. I don't hate any of that era. Just obviously don't hold the special feelings as the early days stuff that I got into. But definitely, I would watch Jeff Hardy his entire career from the word go. And I've never stopped watching wrestling since I was a little kid. So I've seen it all out there. But I like this one enough. Nowhere near my favorite Ultimate Edition of all time. But I could see some people saying, hey, I love Jeff Hardy. This is a favorite of mine. So you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. I can wait here all day. Just do it. All right, thank you. I appreciate it, of course. Thank you for the subscribing. And then follow me on Twitter at SirPaul64 on Twitter. Like I said, dangerously close to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. And, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Support the channel. So there it is. Ultimate Edition, Jeff Hardy. And I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.